Hey traders, welcome to another 24FX Academy webinar. Today is Wednesday, November 7th. Today we're going to be talking about the US dollar, Japanese yen, US dollar Canadian, US dollar Switzerland franc, and the Euro USD. Two major trades that we've been paying attention to since last Sunday. We're going to go over those reviews as well. And we'll go into some indexes like the dollar index, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, get into some future market, maybe look at oil briefly, the gold market, and then also look at the bonds, or I like to call it the bonds, as they say it on Bloomberg Report. Now, before we get into anything that's fundamental news or financial, I do want to talk about this disclaimer briefly, which 24FX Academy is a fundamental data and news portal. This is not financial advice, nor investment advice. So anything that you hear is just our forecast or opinion of the market. And if you want to learn more about this disclaimer, it'll be in the description of the bottom of the video in the description on YouTube. Sorry about that. And also it's right here. So let's move forward. So let's first jump into some fundamentals. So what do we have this morning? So as we had yesterday, um, it was midterm elections for the U.S. of America, and yeah, that played a major part actually in the market, bringing the U.S. dollar even weaker because of the midterm, way down the greenback during the London session this morning. So what did well was the euro. Switzerland franc pulled up, and we'll look at the chart, which those were the two trades that I alerted about on TradingView and also in our community at 24FX Academy on Telegram. So those are going to be the two major things we're going to talk about today. But also we had some fundamental news with the German industry production for the month. It only went up a point or a percent from previous highs. The Switzerland currency reverse, only 753 billion versus the 740 billion previous last month. Italian retail sales went down 0.8%. Not that bad compared to other things that's going on in the Italian economy, which is part of the euro. Things are still looking steady. We're still looking at some other things. But cool thing is there was a Euro financial conference that Jennifer Yellen was at this week, which I watched on Periscope. She said a lot of great things. So we got some things coming into the future, especially for the Bextrix, how you want to pronounce it. They did talk about this last month at the end of October that they have some possible deals that they will be cutting. So a lot of good things happening in the euro and also in the Great British Pound. But the big thing that I want to talk about, which will be for Thursday, and I would say definitely keep a big eye out for Thursday for in the United States, it's going to be 2 p.m. But if you're in London, it's going to be your 7 p.m. And if you're in Barcelona, it's going to be your 8 p.m. For the Fed interest rates, or also known as the FOMC, will be releasing a press conference and also some news. This is going to be the major catalyst that can push the the US dollar up or down. I did not get to look at the COT report or the commitment of traders last week. I was actually at a speaking event. I apologize, guys, but the new video will be here this Friday coming. But right now I am blinded for this week. I don't know where the banks are pushing their money. And I failed you guys. But I would say this. Currently, we're at some monthly levels, so we'll get into the technicals now talking about this. But besides the other major news, before jumping into that, sorry, guys, we also have the balance of trades, 2 a.m. So definitely keep an eye on that. If you're in Barcelona, it's going to be 6 a.m. Or if you're in London, 5 a.m. And also for the Aussie at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, you're going to have that news. So definitely some major news. But then for the rest of the week, it's really solid. We also have the China news at 8:30 for interest rates. Keep an eye on that. So these are the major news that I will be paying attention to, and also alerting everyone in our trading chat group on Telegram. So let's get into the technicals. Oh, before we get into the technicals, I just want to jump into it so bad, but let's look at the index strength. Sorry guys. There we go. Back on the screen. Let's get this up. There we go. So what we have here is Aussie dollar still keeping the strength up. And if anybody doesn't know this, when you're looking at the New Zealand dollar, it follows the Aussie. They're just like twins. They just follow each other. So if the Aussies moving, definitely keep an eye out for the Kiwis. They're moving up as well. Just like I've been preaching for the last month and a half, the yen has fallen. It was overbought for the last 3 weeks. And now, like I said, it has fallen and it's decreased. It's actually one of the weakest currencies in the pair. I apologize. Somebody's asking a question on the live chat group, so give me a second. I just want to answer everybody until this can load up. Also have the CAD also weakened this week, so there's a lot of things that I got an eye on. And yeah, exactly like I said, and the CAD is weak as well. And yeah, seeing this, you may want to short US dollar CAD, knowing that. Okay, so yeah, and also the US dollar is weakened, but I would say, depending on that news that's released at 2 for the Fed interest, just keep an eye out. That can really be the catalyst. I would say if you're in any trades, close them and then wait 15 to 25 minutes after the news release is done, and then continue whatever that trend may be, depending on the reaction of the market. Also, tight eye right here on the Switzerland franc. It used to be the weakest currency. We're just slowly waiting. I'm really waiting for this to push up. It's going to happen. It's the safe haven. Right now, we just need to push that money into it. But patience is key. Having a system is key. And then you'll, become a successful trader. So you're not going to be 100% right, but 9 out of 10, it's better than 0 out of 10. So let's move forward to the charts finally. All right, so we have price action, nice and simple, keep it clean. So we're going to first talk about the bond market. So let's pull that up. Scroll down here. The bonds, where's the bonds? There we go, dollar bond. So got the bonds. Nothing new, on the weekly. Nothing interesting happening. Let's get the Ichimoku cloud on here. We're still above the cloud, so very bullish, but not extreme. We had this retest at this level. Looks like a sideways market, if you ask me. It's really not an uptrend, but we're above the cloud, so we're still bullish. We've been really bearish for a long time, so this is really good. This is showing, hey, the bond market will grow. All right, so just need this catalyst. I would say as soon as we pass this level here, once we pass this level over here, the 0.5 area, or excuse me, here, it didn't be exact. I apologize, guys. It's part of my tendencies. Here we go. As soon as we break this area of resistance, it's safe to go. Safe to go. Now, also, this would be a retest. So right here, this is really, truly bullish after this level. But currently, this will continue as bulls. We'll get to this level. If we can break this second level, it's game time for the bond market. All right, so that's for the bonds. Let's look at the index for today. Let's see what we had here. So let's look at the dollar index. Slowly creeping out of this range, like I said in previous weeks. If we can break this level, we'll be fine. Let's look at this on a daily. We haven't broke over this blue conversion line, so this is a retest, also holding last high. Let's see how Thursday pushes as a daily candle. If we can push up north, hey, we're still in the bullish bullish sentiment. So that's good signs, good signs. And you know what? People ask me a lot of questions in the chat group like, hey, how come you make looking at the chart so easy? Because it is, you trade what you see. You don't trade what you think or your emotions, This is obviously an uptrend. We have higher highs, higher lows. This is a higher high. These are higher lows. We're above our Ichimoku cloud. We just need to break this level, This certain traders would think this is a double top, but technically for a true double top, you need this last high lower. So this second high needs to be lower than your first high. And this is actually not. It's the opposite. So we just need this momentum. And compared to this, how the market went down, it's not the same story. These are two different stories. So like I said, didn't break this blue convergent line. We're going to hold up, keep pushing. So that's that. Get rid of these lines. All right, cool. And then let's get into some more indexes. So then we'll get into the Dow Jones. Last week wasn't positive. A lot of bearish momentum in the market, but right now we're back at it. Looking good. We're looking good. And the market's pushing back up. Some health coming back into the U.S. session. But also why? Because the dollar actually is weakening. So you have to, really look at the money. If the dollar has been weak, guess what? People are going to be moving their money somewhere else. You have to think about not you as a trader, but how everyone else is trading. So you watch the money as it moves around the market. Don't just go, all right, well, I see the market did this. This is why. Everybody has a story in this game. So figure out everybody that's on the board and look at all the markets. So then when you're trading Forex, you get a better picture, That's why I tell my students, Paul and I, we go, hey, pay attention to the bonds, pay attention to the futures, pay attention to other currency pairs because they're all correlated. Everything is correlated more strongly than others, but you have to know compared to the currency pair that you're trading, which ones are more efficient and which one's going to work better for your system. So anyway, I digress. So yeah, we're pushing up, we're above the cloud. If we can continue this momentum on the daily, we'll look good. Let's look at this on the weekly. Weekly, we didn't break the Ichimoku cloud. We actually rejected it. So hey, looks good, looks good. As long as we can break this area up here, this whole number, we'll be fine. The 27,000 level, but we've been overbought for a while. Not saying that it can't go back, but if we look at 2018, same story. It pushed up, and it came down. So I'm not saying, hey, I don't want the economy to fall, but there's certain signs that's coming about that, hey, we're going to get that sooner than later. And I just tell my friends and family, just start saving up, start getting out of debt, buy assets like gold, silver, certain things that's truly true commodities that you can trade down the road. That's liquid. So, yeah, let's move forward to the S&P. S&P, same story, on the weekly, same story. Rejected the Ichimoku cloud above the conversion line. Let's look at this on a daily. Now, this is a little different because on the Dow Jones, it was above on a daily, but it's not. So we're in the cloud. So break the conversion line, just have to break this 55 level. If we break this 55 level and also above the Ichimoku cloud, hey, we're back as bulls. But I won't know until we get some more confirmation. So let's get out of the index world. Look at some futures. What's in the future, man? So let's see what we got here. Let's go U.S. oil. Oil market, not a shock. When I first started teaching people, I thought about when I was younger, my dad. I thought my dad knew the future. He'll be like, yeah. he'll come home, he'll tell my stepmom, hey, go fill up the trucks because oil price is gonna go up, so gas price is going up. And we'll be like, what are you talking about? And then sure enough, he was right. And now I understand how he does it. So my family thinks I see the future. But but yeah, anyway, so when I wake up in the morning and fill up my car, when I see that gas prices are low, automatically I'll go, all right, cool. Something's going on with OPEC, and also US dollar is weakening. Like it just goes hand in hand. Like I look at the signs around me in my environment, and then I already know what's going on in the market, and I just wait for either some fundamental news or I look at the technical charts, and then I look at the charts and I go, "Whoa, no guessing here. This is the story." So as a trader, in my opinion, trading doesn't stop because you're not at your terminal or your trading desk or at your computer or you're not looking at it on your smart device or your smartphone. Trading's around you. The market's around you as a Forex trader. The economy's around you. So you don't stop. It doesn't stop. So yeah, oil market, it is what it is. Which this is definitely gonna be a good play if you're trading CAD. US crude oil is down, but doesn't mean, hey, Canadians are not benefiting from this at all. All right. So hey, let's move forward and let's look at some pairs. Let's jump right to it. Honestly, let's not play any games. All right, I won't skip over gold because I'm really excited about the gold market. We're creeping slowly to our target. This is before I even put this Ichimoku cloud here. I already had this target based off of weekly levels. We can look at the weekly, and if you haven't seen any of our past videos, you should watch them so then you know that these predictions are not fake. Like this is our level. We will break this gold future level, and when we do, it is go time. We will push forward, and the gold market will keep going up. I know last Friday, the market got pushed down, and I'm not going to use the term manipulated, but it got pushed down by the bigger players who have more money. And yeah, hence why gold went down further on the daily. And we can look at that on daily. But it wasn't dramatic, pushed down, came back up, and we're still holding in this area. We're in the cloud. So when you're in the cloud, you're going to get mixed signals. Unfortunately, it's part of the cloud. It's part of how the cloud. That's why I tell my students, don't trade in the cloud, trade out the cloud. So you're below it, be a bear. If you're above it, be a bull. It's not that hard of a decision. So yeah, that's the gold market. But hey, it's part of the game. Let's get above this level, break out this cloud, and we're going to have some fun. We're definitely going to have some fun here. So I've been waiting for this. I've been eager to check this out. Let's look at the Forex market. So as past predictions, we already took the US dollar CAD trades. If you are in a chat group or are subscribed to follow us on TradingView, like I said, I am not an affiliate marketer of TradingView, nor do I get paid from them, but I love their platform. I actually do pay them, ironically, and I promote them. I have the pro program, and I love just all the tools and the data that comes with this software. But anyway, so if you can see, I predicted that this move would happen, and we took the profits for the US dollar CAD. Still haven't broke fully out this monthly level, just holding below it. Hence why we traded it as a short. Japanese yen looking pretty good. Let's blow this up. So still above the monthly level, pivot point, little mixed signal, but looking at these bodies of these green candles, it is still bullish momentum on the US dollar. And it's only because the Japanese yen is so weak. That's why I'm just like, I'm not that impressed, nor shocked by it. But if you are trading this, keep an eye out, especially for tomorrow's news. This can switch very easily. But yeah, this is on the 4 hour. Looking at this from the 6th, which was yesterday. Midterm elections, it pushed it down. And then after elections was over, continue back up. That's why I say don't trade the news or anything that's major in any country, like election times and voting. It will affect your trade. So relax, watch TV, go watch a movie, spend time with your family, what have you. Get away from the charts. Don't drive yourself crazy. So yeah, that's the Japanese yen. So really excited. I'm always pressing this button. I apologize, guys. Get back to it. On Sunday, and I'll show you alerts. On Sunday, made this prediction on the Switzerland franc. It's no hiding, November 4th. And here we go. We're right on track. Just waiting for more bulls to come in, weaken US dollar, and more bulls for the Switzerland franc. When we can get this momentum, we'll keep on passing through. We rejected the cloud, rejected it, but this is just a correction. Depending on how Thursday goes, we'll continue with this, but also for the week, it was really bearish. You know, these are big candles, and yeah, it's a Switzerland franc, but if you look at the past, the candles are a little weaker. So this is telling me a story. There's a lot of momentum. So I can't wait for Friday to see what's on the COT report, or aka the commitment traders, so then we can see what's really behind the story. Where's the big players putting their money? So can't wait. Really excited. But so then that was that. And then for the Euro US dollar prediction that I had, if I can pull that up, there we go. Same story. I did the 4 screens so then everybody can see how it goes. And yeah, there we go. Just like the move predicted. We're really close to our entry level. We just have to break out this monthly level, and it's going to be hard. That's why I should have made it another retest level. I didn't, as a rejection, but I know the bigger story is we're going to get past this. We've been really oversold for the euro, long overdue, and fundamentally, like I said, we are going to have some positive news coming soon for this month of November. So just waiting, just I wait to trade my system. I don't let my emotions control me. And that's it. That's the market. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Paul or I. Oh, wait, looks like we have another question in the group. Hey, don't worry if you missed it, Juan. You know what we're going to do. We're going to put it on YouTube, man. Juan's a great guy, man. Great dude. He's in the chat group, always active. Yeah, so if you have any questions, you can reach out to Paul on Instagram or on our Instagram as 24FX. Want to reach out to me, Travis, you can reach me on our Instagram at 24FX or on our YouTube. And bringing up YouTube, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give us a thumbs down. If you have any comments or any tips to give us, we'll love to hear what your thoughts are. Just want to grow within this community and show love. And once again, everybody who joined the community, thank you. All our new subscribers, we just hit 15 subscribers compared to the last video. We were at 10, so we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. We love you, and keep on giving us the support. It's motivating us to keep going harder and harder. I promise you, we have a lot of new products coming in the works and a lot of cool tools that we want to share, like the trading journal that I've been speaking about, and also with some videos. I just did my first speaking event for 24FX. It was a great turnout, a lot of love and support. And yeah, we just want to thank you guys. So once again, thank you for watching our webinar. Take care.